Hello and good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Mega Man 10 tournament. We're in the top 4 of the winners bracket, everybody. Tonight's race is between btfm and Sorantyan. BT, our top seed. This is 1 versus 4. I'm Mr. Cab, here to say words about this video game. With me tonight is a quad Coco. How's it going, Coco?
It's going really good. This is bound to be a really interesting race, especially because this is a really high level race today.
Yep, our runners have already readied up. We're just waiting for the action to begin on the screen. Like you said, these are 2 of the top runners. They're both near the top of the leaderboard. Their times, I think, are only 30 seconds off from each other, which in the scope of a race is basically nothing. So let's see what happens. Hopefully there's no major mistakes, or maybe we have a lot of mistakes. I don't know which one's going to be more exciting, but let's see some good Mega Man.
Yeah, this level consistency is really up there. These guys have been playing this game for years now, so I'm pretty sure we'll see some really high level stuff.
Yep, and both of them just falling right down here in Pumpman stage. We'll sync these things up in a little bit. The 3-second gap's not too bad, though. Yeah, Pumpman. And shouts to our tech team, as always. I mean, just that little sort of difference there where Sorantyan went up there on the platform to shoot. And just looking at these little things that they're doing for their setup slightly differently, but both kind of blazing a trail through it. BT with that one unfortunate little fall down there. And that was kind of weird.
Oh no. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
I think that was a capture card blow up. Just the way it said like no signal or something like that. That's not a SpeedGaming sort of mechanic. That's got to be from the capture.
Yeah, it could have thrown him off.
Oh yeah, I mean like the room there has a current in it that pushes as well. So it's like that in and of itself. That was the only thing that then threw off the whole race. So we'll see what happens.
Hopefully he can cash up. Now we have Pumpman here. It's a really technical fight because you need to get just close enough to hit him through his shield without actually taking damage. Looks like Sorang is doing a nice job.
Yep. Like you said, you have to get close and then mash down the shield or get your arm inside of it. Either one kind of works. And Sorantyan with the kill before the clock even gets to 2 minutes. I love it. BT also with the early hit. You see some of the runners do this too, and especially at the higher level when they're more confident in their ability to get these hits in. They take that hit and use the iframes to get inside the shield and just pummel Pumpman even more.
Yo, this is dangerous.
You're real careful here. He's reaching for the E-tank. He's on that
last
point.
I definitely agree. He already took one dead.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because I feel like he's only using that E-tank because he already took the death. And it's like, don't fall even further behind. I feel like in a normal kind of circumstance, maybe that wouldn't have caused a death, but the fact that you're in the room with the current, because you saw Mega Man just sort of like slide off that ledge just standing there.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. It looked like it. Now, Sorang has a really big lead. And really early in the race as well.
So we'll see. But yeah, Sorantyan getting through the early section of Solar Man stage pretty easily here. The Rush Coil section into Suzak and Phoenix. Coco, which one's Suzak and which one's Phoenix? Have we figured this out yet?
Yeah, I really believe Phoenix is the orange one. I mean, come on. It has to be that one.
Phoenix is orange. I have no grounds to think that Suzak would be purple, but I think I have to go with Suzak is orange. I'll give you that.
Nope, you got it wrong, my friend.
Okay. Let's go back to these long, lava-filled rooms full of fireballs. Suzaku is the vermilion bird. Oh no. Isn't vermilion like a Pokemon? I guess it's a color. Sorantyan with these nice rush coil jumps in this last vertical section. This is really the stage that shows off just how awesome having rush in fast weapon swap is. So you can quickly use coil in all of these screens.
Yeah, this being one of the vertical levels, it's very useful to have rush, and you don't really need jet, so that's why we do it first.
Yep. So into the Solar Man fight. Only 2 pump shields available with that much ammo. It's a very expensive weapon to use. Not a problem there.
Solar 5 being one of the harder ones to get without. It's his weakness, so really good that he got the kill with the last shot.
Yeah, Solar Man uses that sort of flaming orb on his head to absorb some of those water shots without actually taking damage. I love it. And people have said this about like a few Robot Masters across the series. You love it when they use something like against their weakness. They have a defense. And even worse is because the pump shield is such an expensive weapon to use. It takes 4 points of energy. You have to be a little careful. BT seems to have came in here with 1 spare because of that drop, though. So there's that.
Soran wasting no time and going directly into shield. I think shield is a really easy stage until you reach the last room. That's where everything can just fall down really quickly.
Now, even this first section here, because Sorantyan just losing a couple of seconds there. Not a lot, but it's an annoying little thing, and maybe that throws you off. And then all those falling screens, it's easy to fall on spikes. There's a lot of things that can go wrong in this stage.
Yeah, we've all been there before. We all have died to those spikes.
Indeed. Although you're also right. It's like, I don't want to say that you're wrong about the last screen being a pain. It's just that this entire stage is a pain.
I could see it. I can definitely agree with that. Ice physics in Mega Man has always been kind of a nuisance.
Here's that last screen you were talking about.
Yeah, really dangerous screen.
The ice cubes, I'm sure if you've been following this tournament or this game, you know that you jump on them, they crack. If you jump on them a second time, they completely break. So you have to be really careful with how you go through that last screen and make sure you don't end up falling into a pit by accident.
Yeah, enemies and your own shot can also damage them, so you can actually screw yourself by destroying those cubes beforehand.
Sorantyan losing track of the fast weapon swap there. That was insane speed, though. It's really easy to hit LNR at the same time and go back to Buster there. If you're not sure what's going on, just watch BT's version of the fight. You're going to see the same thing. Fire the solar wave, let it hit, and then switch away to cancel the shot, switch back to it to shoot again. And you do it so fast, like Chill Man quite literally just melts.
Yeah, really nice usage of the weapon canceling in this game. Both runners got a really quick fight. You love to see it.
Love to see it. I feel like BT was just finishing off Solar when Sorantyan started Chill. So a little bit of time picked up by BT here. So Chill Spike, one of the many weapons in this game where you want to hit with a secondary effect. In this case, the spikes on the ground, not the ice glob itself.
Yeah, we're gonna see more of that in the future when Soran reaches the boss fight. Nitro behaves like these trucks. You really want to hit him with the spikes, not with the actual shot.
No, you're right, though. Sorantyan just like losing a little bit of time there. Those shots from the Joe on top going to the right had to pause on the ladder. So there's a lot of little things in this game. These big trucks running to the right. BT with the swag shot up there. I have no idea what those things actually do. I think they stop more trucks from coming. If you shoot those switches on top.
I think they activate the pads that are on the roof, maybe. I don't know. Never been up there.
It's a part of the stage that certainly exists.
It's a pretty straightforward stage, thankfully. So now we're up to Nitro. As we said, we really want to hit it with the spikes.
Sorantyan not getting any luck there. Because once you freeze Nitro, it resets his pattern. He gets to choose again. So you're hoping every time you freeze him that he goes into the driving back and forth pattern where you can actually hit him a lot. It is possible to hit Nitro with the spike expanding underneath him, but it's a little tricky.
No luck in the fight as well for BT. Nice, you stopped him from going up there. Okay,
Yep.
that's nice. That's a nice strat.
Yep, he definitely kind of dealt with what he got. He got that back and forth pattern he got the driving across the screen part early, but Nitro Man didn't want to do back and forth at all, just forth.
Yeah, he could have saved some seconds there with a better pattern. Unfortunate.
Sorantyan touching down in Commando Man stage at 10:20. Of course, with 4 Robot Masters down, that means we have Rush Jet. So besides Water Shield just being a great weapon, all the stages where Rush Jet is a very useful thing. They come in later. So the route's nice like that. Commando Man, then I always feel like Commando Man's probably the easiest stage in this game if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. It's the shortest as well. Those sound waves just carry you through the whole scene really quickly. So it takes less than 2 minutes to finish this stage.
Yeah, you do have to know a little bit about what you're doing with them. You can see the different strats here, using Water Shield and using Solar Wave to take out those bombers. They both work great. BT, of course, here jumping with the Sandstorm that Sorantyan did earlier.
Ooh,
Look at that
nice
recovery.
save.
That's very nice. Somebody clip that.
Yeah, you can tell these runners are experienced when you see those backups. That
My
was really clean.
God.
Such a nice reaction as well.
Sorantyan just flying with Rush over the previous Sandstorm that was going against him from right to left. The Sandstorm, the other one going left to right. Easy to just ride Rush with it. That save was crazy. My God.
Alright, so Soran is up to Commando. It's a really quick fight because he lacks iframes when he jumps, so you can just pummel him while he jumps. Let's see, he got a few shots.
Yep. Even it's fun to see the multiple hits because you can have 3 blades on the screen, so you see a lot of runners will jump and just drop a bunch of blades at once, and you'll see them all hit. But even if you don't specifically get that pattern in, Commando's iframes aren't exactly long. It's very easy to just kind of jump there and hit them. I think BT got a couple of double hits there.
Yeah, definitely, it was a quicker fight. This is still a big lead though. Now, Blade is a perfect example of how Mega Man 10 improved upon 9 with the quick swaps. This stage really takes advantage of all the weapons we have so far. You see the quick swaps by Soran using all the weapons. Nice.
You pretty much use almost all of your weapons except Commando Bomb in the first couple of screens there. Sorantyan's going for these jumps. Whew.
Those are scary, yeah.
They're very scary jumps to get the kind of 4-tile wide spike jumps in. I think somebody said it was like somewhere between a 3 and a 5 pixel window or a frame window to get those jumps. You can rush Jet over that screen, but of course that uses more Jet ammo that you'd like to have in the second half of the stage. So let's see what BT does here.
Same strat.
And killing those axes, you'd almost think would make it a little bit easier. And then you get a drop when you're doing one of these, and it just completely throws everything off. So there we go with Sorantyan. And by the way, nice coil jumps from both of them.
Yeah, verified. Runs are verified by then. So now,
So
as
yes,
you said, Soren has more jet ammo for this last screen, and he has just enough. Perfect.
oh my goodness, he's jumping. You can ride Rush Jet close enough to the ceiling. You just need to get Mega Man's helmet in that kind of black shadow of the brick wall. And you can just hold right for the most part and just fall onto the platform. That's just me, though, panicking whenever I see the words jump and spikes on the screen around the same time. Yeah, BT just falls off Rush there. Good fight from Sorantyan, though. I think I saw a few double hits. Again, secondary effective weapons. Don't hit Blade Man with the missile itself. Hit Blade Man with the shockwave. And if you do it right, not just Blade Man, but a lot of enemies that are weak to the commando bomb, you can hit twice with one explosion, and that's what you want to see.
Yeah, it's a similar case with the shield spike. You want the secondary effect to hit.
I'm just glad they let Solar Wave hit with full strength no matter which part. And welcome everybody joining us from SpeedGaming 5. Welcome to the first of the first of the top 4 winners bracket Mega Man 10 races. Yo, Rush Jet in the beginning of that screen. That's genius.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
I love it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm still in that one.
Yeah, I'm taking that. So Strike Man, notable as the stage in this game where there are no instant death traps, no pits, no spikes, just a lot of damage. Very sports themed stage, so if you're like me, you kind of have a soft spot for the stage for that reason alone. Although Manfred and the Commissioner has not come out here to check if they're using sticky stuff from these robots. So you can see they have some really nasty curveballs. Both of them making short work of the goalie. The goalie's my least favorite mid-boss in this game. Sorantyan's going to get into the second one here. The Buster strat is to ride the fist back up to the top, at which point you get into Buster range. And or you can just use a couple of commando bombs, and take him out with the shockwaves.
Yeah, it's really easy to get hit while you're trying to use Buster with that mid-boss. So it's much easier to use Commando.
We're seeing a lot of Blade get used through this stage as well. Blade is a great weapon, costs not a lot of ammo, has 3 shots, so you can get triple hits. Some of them somehow do some slight iframe canceling. It's crazy. It's a great weapon. It's the universal backup of this game. Let's see.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That just wasn't even fair.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, poor Strikeman has to be the one chosen who's weak to the strongest weapon in the game, probably. So yeah, I feel bad for him.
Very nice from BT. You can see the cancel there just as soon as one of the blades hits.
And now Rebound Striker is one of the more interesting weapons in the game because it gets stronger the more it bounces around. So it has a few uses here and there, but since we need to wait for those bounces, sometimes it's better to use Blade.
Yeah, Blade. So nice. So into Sheepman stage, where we find out if robots dream of electric sheep. Very, a lot of just disappearing platforms in the stage, some like weird other mechanics.
Yeah, BT not too far behind. He's keeping up the pace, even though he's not being able to catch up right now. If Soran makes a few mistakes or one big one, this could be a really tight race.
Yeah, it's definitely within the one mistake can still turn everything around range. And Sorantyan is getting through these mid-bosses that are sort of the more painful ones too. Octoball going down in the one shot there. Exactly what you're supposed to do, exactly what you'd expect to see from these runners. But, when you're looking to see where that is the mistake going to get made, that's an easy place to lose a lot of time.
Yeah, they make it look so easy, but it's really not.
Yeah, Octobulb is like both easier and harder than it looks to get that one-hit kill, because if you try and do it without knowing anything, you might get it a few times. But then like once you find out like the real, like the little bit of the last piece of tech called make sure it's off center, don't get it centered. You'll get it a lot more often. Nice rush coil from Sorantyan. Of course, this stage has the disappearing blocks, as you've probably already noticed. So this is, you know, the last robot, and of course we still want Rush Jet, just like all the last 4 robots.
Yeah, I think almost every Mega Man we just skip those blocks with Rush.
So BT got those blocks on the ground there over those spikes where Sorantyan had to coil. I'm not sure who had a better or worse pattern. I know it's a global cycle in this game, so the blocks appear based on your position relative to when you started the whole stage. Sorantyan with the very nice fight there. BT
making sure the Rebound Striker bounces off the walls to get more damage.
Yep.
BT
Rebound Striker.
Yeah. There you go. Nice.
Yep. Shouts to Sleepy Sheep in chat. Rebound Striker does an additional point of damage every time it strikes a wall. So these so-called Nadua lasers here, where we're just bouncing the Rebound Striker off of every wall possible before it actually connects. That's what we want to see. Sorantyan was a little further behind. So maybe he lost a second there, but we've had Yellow Dragon here in chat tracking how far ahead or behind somebody is. It's been hovering in the 20s, like maybe 31 seconds here and there, but BT's mostly been keeping up. And welcome everyone from SpeedGaming 2 to the first top 4 winners bracket race of the Mega Man 10 tournament between BT and Sorantyan. We're into the Wily stages. Sorantyan getting to this gate without stopping, which is very good. We're going to see Elec Man first out of this.
Yeah, he got the Manip very nicely done.
So RNG in this game is largely based on time from you starting the stage. Oh no, Nadua, why? I think enemy kills has something else to do with it too. But you can basically do something where you start this stage, and especially with the added hold jump as you beam in to save 6 frames, you can get to that gate without ever stopping, at which point you know what your RNG is.
That was such a nice strat by BT. I've never seen that before. Wow. Such a creative usage of the wheel cutter there.
Yeah, it's a great example of like a boss that's not particularly hard, but it's one of those things where if you know exactly what your pattern's going to be, you can set up your attack pattern to just be, you know, a few seconds faster. And BT is just showing off at this point.
Yeah, that's just show off what he tried to do there. That's come on, BT. Yeah, Wily 1 being one of the longer stages, it has 3 boss rooms, and each one has 3 of the previous Roadmasters. So Sorang is on his way for the last one of them, BT in the second one.
Both of them having a little bit of slowdown early on in the stage. Sorantyan in the robot archive room itself. BT just missing a couple of jumps later on. Nothing serious. We'll say Blade, as we've kind of pointed out a couple of times, the universal backup of this game. We're going to see a lot of it. The runners are going to be looking for drops for Blade as they go along here. At least I think they were going to be. There is an M-Tank that is usually routed in for this game, although at this level we might see the M-Tankless route. But even then, from what I understand, it's faster to get a drop anyway than to wait for the M-Tank to fill it up. So yeah, BT is switching back over to Blade before picking up the small drop.
Yeah, definitely. Usually you want to avoid drops in this game because they slow you down. But since you don't get your ammo back in each Wily stage, sometimes you really need the ammo just to make sure you'll get through the stage safely.
Sorantyan making short work of the archive. This last one is the most dangerous. Slash Man was, of course, just a hated robot master all around by casual players of Mega Man 7. Frostman, less so, but that's because in Mega Man 8 you can stun lock him into oblivion. In this game, you actually get to see the Ice Wave if he gets a chance to use it. And it hurts. Let's finally switch over to Sorantyan's audio. I'm slacking here as the commentator.
Yeah, now definitely my favorite stage in the game. Unpopular opinion, I know, but it's such a technical stage that I have a sweet spot for it. And the music's great as well, so.
I always thought that Wily 2 was like the weakest song in the castle, but you know, it's really grown on me. I love it now. So was that Susak or Phoenix? Or are we not starting that again?
I think we can let the chat decide.
Okay. Sorantyan just charging through that piston room, much like the Yoku blocks on a global cycle from the start of the stage, but still, you know, a dangerous room to just charge through. If you're wrong, you're getting squished.
Yeah, we're seeing some of the mid bosses back. Oh, BT has a weird pattern. Hopefully he won't get crushed. There you go, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Generally, once you see one piston come down, there's only 3 sort of timings for the pistons. There's 3 sets that come down. So once you know where you are in the pattern, you're generally going to save! Up button, where are you?
I'm not sure what he was trying to do there.
He was hopping onto the ladder. He was on the ladder, and I just don't know what happened.
Yeah, he grabbed it. I'm pretty sure Soran grabbed the ladder, but then he jumped off of it. I don't know.
I'm not sure he ever grabbed it. I think the up button just betrayed him.
And as we said earlier, now BT would bleed. This is huge.
Oh, Baron is telling us from chat he didn't switch to wheel cutter. He switched to a different weapon, so maybe if we went back and watched this later, we could see it.
Makes sense because I saw the rebound striker, so it really makes sense because those weapons are one spot apart, so it makes sense. Yeah,
that would make more sense. As I'm sure people have seen by now, especially if they know the game, wheel cutter, if you're holding it out against the wall, you will climb the wall very fast. So it makes sense that it was just a bad weapon swap that might have done it. And just like that, BT is back in the lead.
With the wool strat, okay.
The roll strat. Yes!
Nice. Nicely done, yeah.
And just like that, there's your one mistake. We'll see if Sorantyan does it here. Typically, Mr. Crab, as I love to call him for some weird reason.
Sorry, using the more...
the conventional strat here.
Exactly, yeah.
Using the M-Tank. BT did not collect the M-Tank, which is an intentional move on BT's part. I mentioned that about routing. It's been said that the Thunderbolt strat is the so-called hard mode strat, because in that mode, the Crab Puncher, the proper name of that boss, kind of has some horizontal movement, unlike a normal mode. But a setup has been found during this tournament that you saw BT execute it there to get that Thunderwall, normally referred to as probably one of the worst weapons in the entire Mega Man series. And able to just get that Thunderwall over its head, and it just takes out the Crab, just like that.
Yeah, BT trying to get the full Roach strat there. He at least got the coil, so he still saved a few seconds.
So BT in the sort of Blade Man minecart section that's now underwater with the shrimp and lots of spikes, and we still don't want to do it. BT without an M-Tank is going to collect that extra drop up there. I think he got it for the water shield, so it didn't really do that much, but that is a weapon you do want a lot of. As we said before, very expensive weapon to use, very useful in the refights and against the Wily machine.
Yeah, definitely for Wily, because they had enough for Solar, but you need even more for Wily, so definitely.
Sorantyan moving a little dangerously on this Rust Jet, but Sorantyan's time is also many minutes better than mine, so I will trust Sorantyan.
Yeah, having picked up the M-Tank, he'll have an easier time dealing with the next fight.
And BT, no problem with the rush coil into Nitro Wheel at the top of this elevator screen. About to go into Block Devil. So take your pick. Sorantyan also using the wheel cutter there. Very nice.
Let's see if BT can get a quick kill on the Block Devil.
As that top block comes down, you fire these two around. They bounce into the eye. And then you just have to be good at bouncing balls off the wall. And again,
Yeah,
every
nice
bounce,
hit.
another point of damage.
Yeah, let's see if Soran can replicate that.
Yeah, the slow walk on the spikes that sometimes could show up in that last sort of flower screen with the gooey Mets. It's definitely a case of, like, once you know both, like, your comfort level walking through that spike screen, and if you're just looking to be ready to jump anyway to sort of kickstart Mega Man's momentum. There's a few spots in this game where it's very useful to just jump immediately. And among them actually is buffering a jump every time Mega Man beams in. So you could look for that probably here. Every time BT beams in, especially after a capsule, there's going to be a jump. And that saves, I think, about 6 frames of walking warm-up time. That's true for Mega Man 10 and Mega Man 9. Exact same sort of physics. Doesn't sound like much 6 frames, but it's a free 6 frames every time you beam in. So you figure beam in once every stage, beam in every refight capsule.
Yeah, I was going to say that it didn't look like BT was going for the Thunder Strat, but decided to go for it.
Yep, Pump Man, the only refight that's really different from its original fight because we actually have a weakness. And Thunderwill's still a terrible weapon, but there's a kind of a weird mechanic where if you hit with the cloud, a Thunderwill at the end of the day is another weapon where you want to hit with the secondary effect of the lightning bolt, not the cloud itself. But if you're standing in the lightning bolt and you connect with the cloud, it actually triggers lightning bolt damage, which is kind of weird and very good to know about.
Yeah, Pongman giving a little bit of a rougher pattern to Soran, but
He dealt with it.
yeah. And now here is the big issue. BT needs to really be careful about this. Oh no, he will need to use another one. Okay. Let's see if he can kill Wily with that.
You know, he's gonna
Hopefully
be.
he'll have enough.
That should still be plenty. Yeah, but you're right. He is down a water shield after that.
Guys getting the double hits on Blade.
Yes, Sorantyan only 2 robots behind here. Sorantyan getting that 2 shield kill on Solar Man.
Alright, BT using the W tank.
W tank is basically free in Chillman stage. So useful, especially in a M tankless route. It's a good backup to just have on hand.
There we go. Thanks, Nitro. That was a really good pattern. It's time for Wily himself.
Phase 1, week 2, the Solar Wave. So many other things in this game. Solar Wave, kind of just the catch-all, does a lot of damage weapon of this game. BT, here where we see Water Shield.
Nice, using the remaining bubbles as well, not wasting anything. Really smart. Okay, and using the blade to finish it up. Nice.
Very nice. He could have used another Water Shield up there, but it's very nice to just kind of take care of business and save it, because after that, as part of the pattern, that's where the machine comes down so that your Buster can actually reach. Mega Man 10, one of the few games in the series where you actually can beat the game Buster only. Sorantyan making good progress here in the machine. BT is going to be attempting a manip. We touched on this a little in Wily 1, that RNG is at least somewhat controlled by time from the start of the stage and a couple of other factors. And so this stage, it's a little longer, but runners are going to try and do the same thing. All the movement here, all these like little extra seeming jumps with wheel cutter against the wall are very deliberate because it makes consistent timing. I will admit I'm not a real expert on exactly what movement is required, but I know you don't want to stop. So we'll see if he got it. If he got it, Wily has two effective patterns. They can either kind of juggle energy shots between the two capsules, or they can fire 5 shots that chase Mega Man and just disappear and you can't damage the capsule. BT doesn't want to see that, because if BT doesn't see that and Sorantyan does, this race might not be over. But there's one good pattern.
He got it. He got the manip.
Yeah, he's got it. And just like that, BT takes the race with about a 35-minute time.
A really, really solid run.
Yeah. Really nothing, no mistakes there from BT except the capture card. And even that one, we can kind of say that's the capture card's fault.
Yeah, even with that drawback, he still managed to step with it. Especially in the race, that's really impressive. So kudos to him.
Yeah, and Sorantyan's had a very good run as well, even with that one death. Didn't let anything really get to him. Finishes this race with about 35-42. My guess is there's a little bit of different timing mechanisms that just wait for Wily to fly off the top of the screen, which gives you that kind of like with Mega Man 4 on the NES. Sometimes you want to wait for another visual cue to happen so that you're not taking a shot, assuming it connects, and then giving your final split. So yeah, about a 35 even to about a 35-40. Very nice from both runners, but that's going to put BT into the winner's final. So get your GGs out for both of our runners. Definitely follow the runners. I know we saw a couple of those out there in chat already. Thanks, shouts again to SpeedGaming for both helping with the tech and keeping chat moving along. So there you go, follow them. If you're watching this as a highlight down the road at some point, their Twitch channels are just like they're spelled there on the screen, btfm and Sorantyan. Both of them sort of legendary Mega Man players of various games across the series, so definitely give them a follow. Follow Coco. Coco's really good at Mega Man 11. And if you want to follow me, I guess you could follow me too. I play a few games. I'll see if we can get them in here, but Coco, what did you think?
Well, I'm really impressed. I mean, both runs were really, really strong. They only had one death, but aside from that, no really major drawbacks or mistakes. So just like that, BT is going to be facing the winner between Ajarmar and Jumiao for the semifinals of the tournament.
Yep, BT is going to pass for now on the interview, and that's fine. BT runs a great stream. Definitely will chat to people on stream. I love it. So follow BT. We'll wait to see a little bit more longer if we get Sorantyan in here. But yeah, like you said, this was great. Both of these runners have been in the Mega Man relays when we have those a lot. I've seen these names around for a very long time. So if you like Mega Man and you're not following them already, just follow them, please.
Yeah, definitely. And if anyone is interested in, running these games or just wanting to know more about Mega Man, we have a Discord and we're really open to new players. It's really easy to get into them when you have the help of the community, and it's really wholesome as well.
Yep, we made a convert of you from Mega Man 11 to Mega Man 10, at least for a few weeks. But yeah. And Sorantyan now formally kind of passing up in the race room chat as well. That's fine. Like you said, we love everybody in this tournament. We love everybody who wants to sign up and play. And we're not going to force anybody to come on and say things if they don't want to. That's great. So with that, I guess we're going to kind of get to the quick wrap up here. I've already said thanks to SpeedGaming a few times. I'm going to say it again. Thank you, SpeedGaming, for letting us come on here and play our silly video games. Providing all this great infrastructure. I know we had some tech difficulties before this race, and a lot of people came through to help, and we love you all. Shout outs again to our runners, BT and Sorantyan. We can't have these kind of tournaments without the runners. We can't have these tournaments without everybody out there in chat who's actually here watching us. So thank you, everybody, for coming out and making it so I'm not just talking to myself for an hour. Thank you to that giant bear on BT's screen. I love it. And thank you, Coco, for jumping in here and helping out with commentary at the last minute.
Yeah, sure, it was a lot of fun. It's always nice to see gameplay from these runners. It's really impressive. You'll learn as you go, so it's nice.
Yeah, so with that, I don't think we have any... Oh, maybe we do. I don't think we have any more Mega Man 10 on the schedule just yet. I know there's a couple of races that are being talked about, but again, the tournament's not even over for Sorantyan. Sorantyan is going to catch somebody in the bonus bracket. I believe it is whoever wins between New and Polytopes. So that will be coming up soon. So keep your eyes out for some more of these races. And until then, make sure you follow the SpeedGaming family of networks, and we will see you next time. Have a good night, everybody, or a good day, maybe a good morning. Just stay good.
Have fun, everyone.